away. And we're going to get my lovely camera work. Oh, are you even ready for this, Fly?
I am so ready.
I'm
Thankfully, I
not
have
gonna
my
miss
own
a kill.
camera, so I can just look at myself.
Perfect.
There's gonna put. Actually, I really want to highlight this. Look at the items on Tundra.
Oh, yeah?
Click Chaos Knight and then click Death Prophet.
Oh, full wands.
The homies.
Not often seen. Dude, they got a bunch of sticks. Are they all going to run? They have 4 sticks to start.
Yeah, every side lane has a stick. This is like some AOI theory crafting thing. So AOI is like the kind of guy that like looks at items and like the very small things in Dota. And these guys like they nerd out items for sure.
Nerd out items.
And you can see like they're thinking about like what's the best way for us to get items in the lane that like transitions us well into the game. And they decided that we should get a bunch of branches and some sticks / wands.
I mean, it's always interesting, right? You think about some of these items that start coming into vogue, and you know, what was the one, the super cheap Falcon Blade, when everybody was buying like maxed out amounts of Falcon Blades, like for the cheapest amount of stats to value ratio. Maybe Magic Wand, full Magic Sticks are the way to go next.
Yeah, it's definitely like they put some thought into it. So it's always fun to see these types of teams and how they think about things.
Well, off to the races. There is this ward up on the cliff, which will be scouting out all the movements and maybe being able to find some courier snipes along the way. Force Majeure shows for a moment. And also blocking out that little pull camp. So nothing gained, nothing lost.
So BetBoom actually got the lanes wrong.
Ooh.
Look, like they're running this Tidehunter bottom, but he's going to be so late. He's going to miss a full creep wave. And same for the Hawk. This is really bad for your laning.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see. And, I mean, Seneko, obviously you can get some XP and stuff along the way, but starting off like this, particularly against the Death Prophet Shaman, like, they could just get bullied all over the place with this one.
Yeah, the big thing is they're just going to be, they're going to hit level 2 before the Hawk is even going to get any XP, basically.
Right.
And now Notice is down at the bottom lane. He's already, like, getting harassed like crazy.
Taking a lot of damage. They're not opting to go back for the courier afterwards, but still get a good chunk of damage there. Snake King just playing the bully right at the start. Doesn't even have level 2 yet, but doesn't need it.
Yeah, this is a disaster for bottom lane. They're gonna get completely zoned out of these waves now, and this Pugna can basically 1v2 the lane. He's already level 2. He can drop the Nether Ward here. If Coddle wants to nuke, he's gonna get hit by this Nether Ward. Just look at the aggression here. They're level 2.
Oh man, they caught him even. Chased down, noticed. I mean, he's in no man's land. Will be able to do a little ring around the Rosie action, which keeps him alive, but that Nether Ward just even hitting out with a little bit of Anchor Smash mana you're using, it hurts.
Yeah, they're so strong in this lane, and he, like, Snake King knows that Skitter can follow up if they ever commit for this Nether Ward. So he just places it in a super aggressive position.
Right. Mid at least.
Notice is going to go down here.
Oh, no. I promised I wasn't going to miss any kills. What have I done?
Okay, I got it. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect.
It is a very disastrous lane in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this is, I mean, and to be honest, it's not going that much better up top. The Hawk is right now 5-1. He is in struggle city.
I'm still a little confused about what happened in terms of the draft, because they picked this Necrophos to lane against the Chaos Knight, at least that's what I thought.
Right.
And then they see this Death Prophet and they still send him against this Death Prophet.
And yeah, I mean, it's a very unfortunate series of events, and Laurel might just end up going down here, trading 1-for-1 with no more abilities. Means that they get out. Getting close.
I love these mid lanes. You know that I personally hate playing mid lane because it's always like you're always living on like, you know, 50, 100 HP, and I always get stressed out. I don't want to live in this kind of like this crazy YOLO life here.
It shortens your lifespan, man. Gotta live a simple one. Laurel's gonna go pick up the bounty rune over there. Needs to get a little bit of a refill, but yeah, the struggle is so real right now. Level 2. And he's actually been able to catch up a little bit in experience. So that's actually been fairly helpful for BetBoom.
Yeah, so I want to highlight that Skitter opted for Orb of Corrosion in the bottom lane, which is not an item you see on Chaos Knight almost ever. It just means, like, this is telling you the story of this bottom lane. Like, we want to continue, like, bullying you guys. We want to hit you. Because normally you would just go into treads, maybe a soul ring, but this is very aggressive.
Yeah. Constant pressure and finding opportunities to go for kills if they present themselves there. And again, I mean, you talked about some of the problems that they might face. Like the combination of it not being a great lane and then also losing out on all that experience, it just hurts so much. And Soxa barely able to get out of there. And now 3-3 staying alive with not too much HP left. So Seneko has to back out again. But all 3 lanes just being absolutely walloped there. Denies to the neutral. Seneko will. So they'll come back with full HP at least.
Yeah, top lane is also like a brawl, you know, everybody's hitting each other. It's like a 4 range heroes just hitting one another. But it does look like it's overall benefiting Tundra, especially with this Necrophos showing up to the lane pretty late.
Yeah, I mean, all of the CS just completely into their favor. And you can see, again, 9 trading some hits, getting low. And is Laurel going to be fine? It looks like he will. Also, down here bottom, they move on in and take down Noticed again. Tidehunter struggling.
This is the last pick of the game. I'm going to remind you that again. This is the 22 pick, the Tidehunter, after he's seen 5 heroes. It's rough, man.
And not what they were hoping to get out of that hero, I don't think. And Soxa barely able to survive there as they ran away. Quick little jump out, although maybe now? Oops, Seneko? Is he in trouble? Doesn't look like it. I mean, it's still a ton of right. He misses the bushwhack there. And now keeps on chasing forward for the Ether Shock, keeps the punches coming, wants to battle him out in the Roche pit, looking for the deny now. Soxa in some trouble, but he ends up getting killed by Roche. Oh, what
well
a
played.
sick play from Seneko.
Yeah, that was well played. It was kind of weird. I wasn't sure what was going on over there. I think Soxa kind of wanted to die actually,
Right.
but Seneko kind of, you know, he was able to get the kill and the deny at the same time. And now they're both probably going to look to TP mid and refill bottle here.
I think Storm walked home, so
Yeah.
he'll just be coming back. Yeah, but yeah, Soxa goes on in. And are they going to go into Laurel? Oh, level 6 came out for 9. Oh, and they're glyphing the wave as well. What a sick play from Tundra. And this is as the catapult's up too.
Oh my goodness, and he dies again on bottom lane.
Oh, man.
Is Seneko gonna deny this top rune? It looks like at least he's gonna get. Oh, he's not gonna get it!
The Shackles moves on in and takes it away! What an unbelievable move over. Soxa makes it happen. Another kill. Tundra just dominating. They also just TP'd in on the Storm, so he has to walk back to lane. And meanwhile, 9 is keeping this catapult alive. They're gonna push this tower down.
Snakeing's here too, and Force Major looks like he's gonna get caught out here. No mana on Saxa,
Dude.
but it doesn't matter. There's a haste rune anyways.
Devastating losses. Just absolute catastrophes in the mid lane, and they might actually take this tower at 7 minutes.
Everything is going wrong for BetBoom. That was a great rotation by Saxa, and I think that was pretty careless by Laurel because you usually are gonna keep track of the. Snaking's just gonna.
Classic snaking.
I don't know if it was necessary, but you know, that's okay. Still looking great. But I was saying it was pretty careless by Laurel because you keep track of the enemy mid laner and like his resources, his bottle, and you can tell that the guy just got his bottle refilled.
Yeah.
So he just gets caught out there before he was level 6. So.
Well, you know, sometimes last hits don't tell the whole story. In this game, they definitely do. Top 3 net worths all being held by the Radiant, and Tundra is just having their way with BetBoom right now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see this Death Prophet hitting 6 soon, and they might try to connect to the DP and try to make use of her ultimate. But right now, like 9 is kind of the king of the map here. Him and Snaking are taking over areas. They're like poking their heads, trying to see if there's any stacks. Snaking is gonna get gone on here though.
Yeah, the big old jump through, and will. Oh no! Oh no! Laurel, is he use everything? Okay, they can't get it on 9. No more mana. So a nice play from BetBoom as they're able to get this back together and get the bottle regen. Okay.
All right. Laurel gets the rune. That's very good. This means 9 is kind of out of resources. He's gonna get a bounty rune here, but he's not that healthy. Maybe he's gonna need to get his bottle refilled. And that's a big stack that Laurel is farming here.
Yeah, this is nice for him. With the regen rune going, it just allows him to have like a pull back into the game. I mean, again, things have been looking really bad, but there have been times where we've seen like poor laning stages get turned around. Do you think this can be one of those?
Let's look at top lane because Laurel's gonna make use of this regen rune.
And trying to go for it, 3-3. Some trouble, Laurel still wanting to go, and they pull him back in with the bushwhack. It's more than enough. So a big turnaround here for BetBoom.
That was well played. Laurel farms the stack, TP's
Round
top
two.
wall, he still has full mana, and let's see if they keep going here.
Oh, Dahak needs to survive, but it's not going to be enough. Gets brought down.
Yeah, good rotations by both teams, actually. I do think that was... It gives a bit of hope for the side of BetBoom, getting this kill and getting this ruin. But obviously, Tundra still has the momentum here.
And it looks like Tundra wanting to push down this tower, and BetBoom do have heroes already in the area. Tide has 6, but not enough mana to TP and do any type of Ravage shenanigans. Although, I guess they also have a Coddle, so could make some type of a play like that if they want to defend this tower pretty hardcore.
There's a good ward here, if you notice, by BetBoom at this top lane. They actually see everything, so they're going to use this information to decide whether they want to fight or whether they want to give up this tower. So let's see what they do with this.
Great wave clear. I mean, they can't really go in all in like that. Despite 3-3's very fun build.
That smoke just gets popped right away. Like Seneko spots it on that beautiful ward that he placed. And now they do a counter smoke by themselves.
Okay. Who are they going to find? Smoke on smoke. 9 is there. Breaks it on Snake King. Also broken for Seneko. And the smoke ganks are not going to amount to anything, actually. What do you think about this triple null on Death Prophet?
I actually am kind of curious why he went for this build. I don't think this hero needs a mana cost reduction that much. I'm guessing at level 15 when you get the Crypt Swarm talent, it's more relevant, but it's not a hero that I would think you need so many null talismans on. But maybe 33 is like, next level. Like I said, these guys on Tundra, they think a lot about item builds. And so they're definitely a team to look out for when it comes to items. I definitely have respect for them in that sense.
Well, a 2,000 gold lead, and they are immediately in. Saksa there, trying to take down Roche. We talked about it.
We talked about this. This hero is bonkers, man. Like, it's so it's an Ursa.
Yeah.
It's just an Ursa, and look at it. They just tank it with the illusion. You I don't know what to say.
I mean, it's silly. It really is crazy how effective it is. And then, of course, Snake King's there to sort of heal him up. I mean, it's just going to get done. And now BetBoom have to play into not just a 3k gold lead for Tundra, but also an Aegis on 9, so he can play even more aggressively.
Yeah, and the thing is, Roche at this stage of the game, when it's this early, it's not a huge deal per se, because it's not like you're gonna go and hit these tier 2s, but what it does is that it gives you a little bit of security on one hero, so 9 in this case. And it allows for the second Roche to spawn earlier, so that means you're going to be able to use, hopefully, Rasta wards again to get it. So there's going to be some action on top lane here.
Jump in. They already have the Nether Ward down, Bushwhack, and the Sharpshooter, but they pull back onto Laurel. Ravage afterwards to turn it around, but they didn't quite kill off DP, and 3-3 healing back up. The Spirit Siphon so strong, and they'll be able to bring him down. Yes, they do. Couple more punches is all it took, and now Saksa also pulled back in. Laurel still living through all of this. Normally these fights favor a Pugna with all the wards, but maybe they can do this on BetBoom. 2 already dead though in exchange for the DP pulled back, and they're so low but not quite able to kill Tundra, and BetBoom just have to run away. 3 dead.
Yeah, that was very close. Like, everybody was living on such low HP on Tundra. And I think what BetBoom was thinking is that they have this vessel timing on the Necrophos, and they wanted to be able to burst down 33, but when they actually weren't able to burst him down with the Reapers, it took these extra, 5 seconds to kill this Death Prophet. That buys enough time for Skitter to come in and actually clean up. So, well done by Skitter, recognizing that he can actually join in this fight here, and we're gonna see a replay here.
You know what it was? The Nulls.
Yeah, it was the Nulls, man. There you go. Like,
the Nulls in the cloak.
Look how long he lives on 33. Like, he's buying so much time for this Chaos Knight to connect.
Absolutely tremendous stuff right there. And again, the Pugna Ward down, all that stuff makes a huge difference, as we're seeing in the actual game again. Dahak is going to go down, and now 9 got jumped on by Laurel, but they weren't able to go in for the full kill. So another death on this course. Seneko also chased down. And Tundra are just running wild at this point, 13 minutes in.
There's no Ravage, there's no Reapers. Like, they know there's nothing they can do. BetBoom just has no way to defend themselves.
they're going to need to find out something soon, but it's not looking too great for him at the moment. Again, BKB on Storm feels pretty nice if they can get to that, but look at these moments here. You just jump onto Laurel again, and he has to play so safely.
Yeah, so something cool is actually because 9 gets this early Aegis, he's going for like the greedy build on the Void Spirit. He has Travels first, which, you know, that's a lot of gold going into something that doesn't help you that much in fighting.
Right.
And he goes for this Ags. And once he gets this Ags, that's going to be 2 silences on heroes like Storm, on heroes like Necrophos, and even a hero like Tidehunter. You could completely interrupt the Ravage. And I think once he gets this Ags, it's going to be very, very tough for BetBoom without BKBs.
Well, that is going to be their goals, although it looks like Notice is trying to go back in for that Aghanim Scepter first. And I got to agree with you, the Tidehunter really feels like it hasn't been able to live up to the last pick potential that you want out of that position usually.
Yeah, it looks like they're setting up a smoke, and they want to defend this bottom tower from Tundra.
Yeah, not giving up anything for free. The Hawk pulled back in, 3-second stun, caught. Ravage not going to stop the kill, and in fact, they just got to run away. They're getting fully collapsed on here. Major and Seneko in some trouble potentially. A good blinding light pushback, but the one left behind is poor old Noticed. They have noticed him, and they're going to be able to chase and kill off this Tidehunter. Yikes. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is just Tundra making a statement like, you're not going to get anything in this game. We're so ahead. Anywhere you go, we're going to be there. We're going to be ready to defend. And 9 is now 500 gold away from Aghanims. He's ridiculously strong.
Yeah, I mean, and again, the hero that we haven't even really had to talk about at all this game has been Skitter, who is also getting close to having, well, I mean, he finishes the Echo Saber, can disassemble later for the BKB, and they really don't have answers for that either. In the meantime, Saksa up top. Oh, the Tumbler! So strong, and then 9 comes in afterwards. It feels real bad for the poor old Storm.
Wow.
Saksa on it.
Well played. You know, this is what, when you're like this high MMR of a player, especially as a support, it usually means you're like spell casting and like your little mechanical movements, they're very good. And that was Saksa like showcasing like he understood exactly how to get that kill.
Yeah, dude, the Tumbler's toy is always so sick and makes it look easy. Notice it's gonna try and survive through this, getting the Spirit Siphon and the Pugna Life Drain as well. Very quick stuff, but as you mentioned, the Aghanim Scepter done for 9. Aegis is going to expire right now, so still have a little bit of time before the next Roche will be up, but when that one does come up, then they're also going to have the Shard.
Yeah, this is 9's like peak timing here. He's incredibly strong. I think anyone he goes on like has no way to defend themselves. Laurel, you know, or sorry, Notice doesn't even have a Blink Dagger. He's going for a pipe instead.
Yeah, it's everything you can do to try and help out your team right now, but it's almost feeling like they've got to take the perfect fight, and even then it's not guaranteed that it's going to work out for them.
Yeah, I think BetBoom wants to buy time for this BKB. I don't think they should be trying to fight Tundra anymore. They're just too ahead. You need your BKB to be able to stay in the fight.
It's unfortunate too, right? Because BetBoom, I mean, they see all of these movements from Skitter and 9. They have perfect vision in this area, a ward down. But likewise, they're underneath the ward as well. So, you know, BetBoom are aware of what's happening here.
Yeah.
And so are Tundra.
And just look at the Hawk. He looks so sad. Oh, they actually caught 9 here.
Decide to go. Looking for the chase, and they're actually going to get him.
Nicely
okay.
done.
Big punish. And then the smoke immediately afterwards.
That was a very nice catch by Seneko, setting it up for them.
Play by Skitter to TP out, but they might be able to find more afterwards. 3-3, another great target. The jump in, Laurel is there. Are we seeing some cracks in the armor coming from Tundra? 3-3 dead.
Very well done. Like they immediately try to capitalize on that one pickoff and get 2 crucial kills. Like they need these kills. It's very important for them because this buys time for Storm to farm his BKB. It lets him push out lanes. It gives him a lot of XP. So that was really well done by BetBoom.
I will say the Necrophos is certainly hurting at this point. I mean, he's only got the Spirit Vessel, now trying to get into a Lotus Orb afterwards, but it's been a tough game for him at this point. Saksa still staying up there on the top side, ready to push out lanes constantly. But they do also finish off a Veil, so another way to amp up that damage for the whole team.
Yeah, this is actually one of those rare games you have pipe on both teams.
Yeah.
Which is very rare because it's such an expensive item. And he has this beautiful lane ward set up top here. He's going to go on to Laurel.
Good force save there by Force Major, and Saksa caught. He couldn't get the Hex off, and instead is just going to drop. Well played, BetBoom. They find another pickoff, and they're going to get the D ward here as well.
Yeah, they get the D ward, and they set a ward for themselves, so they might even look to continue jumping here. But yeah, very well forced by force, indeed, at the major. I'll stop now.
That's perfect. You're so good. This is the type of content that people come to see.
Yeah, I know, right? We are very close to BKB and Storm, and I do believe I'm not sure why he's not going for Blink on Tidehunter, because I feel like they need this extra jump.
I guess sometimes like it feels like teams are almost foregoing it and then just relying a lot on Storm to be the initiator. But I guess, as you said, if they don't have that like follow-up jump, then you might not be able to get like the full chain stun that you need against these BKBs. Oh no. Oh no, he's dying. That's what he's doing. That's not great.
Oh my goodness.
Misses, but the silence is there, and yeah, he's just dead.
Top lane.
Oh, another round? He was baiting to kill bottom so they could kill top. This all makes sense.
That was really awkward. He just walked by a ward, which he clearly saw. At the bottom lane, there's a sentry there. He just walked past it and just... I think that was one of those... he was just, you know, looking at too many things on the map. It happens sometimes when you don't notice it, but definitely an unnecessary death by him.
Yeah, that one hurts. You hate to see it. But another smoke up now. Invisrune as well. 9 TPing in, wanting to find somebody, and will catch sight. The two supports playing together with the Storm, a little bit too afraid and are running away underneath their own ward. Tries TP out. Laurel. They get him? No. Can't quite get there.
And another D ward on the same lane ward, top lane from the other side now.
Yeah. Yeah, they saw that one place down, so obviously able to come on in and take it away.
I think they're going to go for a fight here on BetBoom. They have a smoke. They're all kind of grouped up. They have Ravage. They have BKB. The Hawk isn't really close to any item timing, so I think they're just going to try to use Ravage for like a pickoff here. Let's see if they smoke.
You look, the last couple of minutes, things have started to look better for BetBoom. They're pulling the sort of gold lead a little bit closer. This is the danger, though. If they give up this Roche and they're going to get together for a smoke, this could be big.
This is taking so long for them.
They got to get here quicker. They got to go together. They're all smoked up as 5, but the Roche, it's already going down. Storm could go for a big zip, but they're going to come too late. And just like that, Storm from downtown, it's a little bit on the later side. Skitter picks up both. Laurel pops the BKB, trying to run away, and realizes there's nowhere else to go. He might actually just die here. Tries to zip away, but Skitter on his side, and no, they get the Coddle regen a little bit, but that was their fight.
Yeah, that was way too slow. I don't think you want to run towards the Hawk for the smoke. You just smoke and let the Hawk TP in later on. So they get the free Roche, and like we said, because they got the first Roche so early, this one already has the shard, which I believe they gave to 9, further like making this Void Spirit like an absolute monster.
Has more survivability now. Has the Sange completed, and obviously that get out of jail free card with the Assimilate Shard. Noticed, chased in. He's already gotten 1 proc there of the Kraken Shell. Has Ravage available. Does he want to drop it? Onto all 3. There is no follow-up afterwards, so they can't really go for it. Snako throws out the Sharpshooter. Good chunk of damage there on the Snake King, but they won't go for any more. And I guess the call is with the Hawk down here on the bottom side, they don't really want to come and defend the tier 2.
Yeah, the Storm has his BKB on cooldown, so this wasn't their timing to fight. It is coming up now, though, and they do have Ravage, but, you know, 33 commits the Exorcism, and I'm not sure if they really want to take this fight or not. We'll see what BetBoom decides to do here.
They are, well, on Tundra, actually not even feeling fully comfortable pressuring forward for the tower. 3-3 will come back again for it at the end. Skitter not quite caught there by the Bushwhack. They do a nice chunk of damage to him, but again, has the armlet there and all the lifesteal afterwards. A smoke up. I mean, Skitter's right in front of him, but at the Aegis, you can't really afford to go on him.
Yeah, they know EXO is down, so now they're thinking this is our time to fight. We're gonna have like ultimate advantage here. So they are kind of wrapping around. They don't have any wards
they're
here.
all under vision. The Skitter sees everything. They jump, find the backline Pugna. Is it going to be enough for the kill, though? He gets everything off to try and survive. 3-second stun now, and the jump in, the silence is there. Dahak is dead right at the start. Force Majeure down. Triple kill for Skitter.
They have to run away.
They just need to get out. Oh, it went from bad to worse.
Yeah, so Neko even buys back during that engagement, but it's over. As soon as like they get the silence and they burst the Hawk, they need his Reaper Scythe along with the Ravage at this stage of the game.
Again, going out there and under full vision. Some of the nice things that Tundra's been able to do. Blaze down the wards on the areas where the fights might happen, and they just win the fight off of that.
Yeah, they recognize on Tundra how strong they are, so even without Exorcism, they know that if the enemy is going to walk into their vision, they're going to be strong enough to fight back.
Well, they have the Phantasm back up again in 20 seconds with 2 minutes left on the Aegis. We'll see if Tundra decide to go for any type of a high ground push here. To be honest, I wouldn't even hate it. I mean, granted, you're sort of fighting into Ravage, but nothing has really looked scary for them.
This is an Arcane Ruin, Kaya Sange, you know, Void Spirit here. Like, this guy can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. And right now, he wants to hunt Laurel. And do have a ward down in the area. Caught sight of Seneko. The little hoodwink is going to fall. 9 gets the kill. And 25 minutes in, it's a 13,000 gold lead. They are looking so solid on Tundra today.
Yeah, the Dota's giving BetBoom 4% to win here.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Yeah, it's looking a bit rough. I'm trying to think what BetBoom can do to actually come back in this game, but it's a very, very tough spot to be in. I think they need Tundra to overextend in their base to have a shot in this game.
Well, this is maybe their opportunity. Do they overextend in the base?
Yeah, yeah, this is it. This is going to be the EXO committed, so they're going to look to commit to this tower here. They still have a minute on the Aegis.
Oh, man. And they drop down the ward. They drop down everything. I mean, you're still 1,000 gold away from an Aghanims, and Dahak caught again. Does get saved for the moment, but only a moment. Just gets destroyed. No Hoodwink, no Necrophos. Storm doesn't have Ags. I mean, I don't know what is left. They've got Blink on Skitter. He can just jump in and blow up anybody that he wants. They keep going for more. Tundra just might be able to run away with this here.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything they can do without Necrophos. They just need to... They need to make the call to give up this Rax, or try to jump Skitter when Aegis is about to despawn. And actually, Skitter decides to go away while the Aegis is going to despawn here. So they're opting for the safe play here, which is it's respectable. You know, the game is in their hands. They don't have to do anything crazy to win this game.
See, as a caster, this is the point where you say cowards.
Pathetic. Get back in there, throw the game so, you know, so us viewers can enjoy this more.
Content, exactly. That's the way it goes, right?
Yeah.
No, each of these matches matter so much, particularly in this Group A where it's like so close again. Like every single match matters. You can't afford to throw anything.
Yeah, and 33 completes the Kaya Sange. They're basically recognizing that BetBoom doesn't have too many stuns or that much damage, really. So they're itemizing just to survive the burst, like being able to get out of the stun quicker. Because initially he was going to go for BKB, but I'm fine with this. He's really hard to kill anyways, 33.
All right, well, we've got double Ags coming up here soon. For Notice, he is going to have it in another 80 gold. I think Storm stole one of his creeps. I would be so mad as this Tide Hunter, but it is fine. He'll get it in a second.
Okay, that is the play, guys. 2% to win.
Okay.
It's a 5-man Ravage into a 5-man pull by the Storm. Okay, maybe let's settle with a 3-man, all right? Even 3-man might just be enough.
All right, I like it. So the call is smoke up, go for the big play. Aegis, they know it's down for sure at this point, but do they fight in division? That's also the danger.
Skitter's camping this ward. He's gonna... okay, they're just out of range.
Scary, they have a ward of their own. Oh, you see the Void Spirit. Do they sense a moment to jump? There's a couple of them there. It's really scary. Snake King is a decent target to take down, but does get saved at the moment. The silence on Elvum, and maybe a turn. Skinner blows him up. The Hawk didn't stand a chance. They popped a BKB, and, well, Ravage is not going to be a matter at all that they need to deal with, and good game, well played is called. BetBoom, they knew it was over.
Oh, man. That was... I just looked at the Tidehunter's perspective in that fight, and he was silenced. He was silenced by this Death Prophet. He was silenced by this Void Spirit